You are watching On Demand. Please do not try to vote or enter any competition or other interactivity in this programme, as it may not count and you may still be charged.
Today on your Loose Women Live, it's Kay Adams, Nadia Sawalha, Judy Love, and Carol McGiffin.
Hello and welcome to your Thursday Loose Women. Well done on the delayed reaction there, Carol.
Sorry.
Lots coming up for you today's show, including our reaction to former Health Secretary Matt Hancock's controversial arrival in the I'm a Celebrity camp last night. Yeah, Carol's very excited too. And... Oh, aren't they fabulous? My Strictly pal, Will Mellor, and his dance partner, Nancy Zhu, will be here at 12:45. They're one of the current favourites to lift this year's Glitter Ball trophy, something that would mean the absolute world to Will, who's dedicating his time on the show to his late father. Then he won over the hearts of the nation as the maitre d' on First Dates. Fred Syriacs will be here talking family life, including his recent proud father moment. Plus, he's going to be sharing his top tips for choosing a bottle of plonk, and he's here at 1 o'clock. Not that we know anything about wine, do we, girls?
Oh,
no.
Day drinking. I know where to buy it.
Well, we can't avoid it, can we? Last night, I'm a Celebrity, former Health Secretary Matt Hancock joined the camp alongside comedian Sean Walsh. Fair to say the other celebrities were a little bit shocked by his presence, including, of course, our very own Charlene.
Why did you decide to come in?
Why?
Yeah.
Because all politicians are known, and me in particular, for like being in a very sort of strict way of being, which is just not actually how we are.
Okay. How would you say you were?
More human than that.
Parliament is still sitting. We're not in recess.
Yeah.
You know, we've
But
still
I
got
genuinely think that because we've now got sort of stability, that is, you know...
We've had stability for all of 5 minutes, man.
Yeah, but but Rishi's great. He'll be fine.
But you can understand if people aren't very happy at home about it.
I understand that, but I also... of course I get that.
At the beginning of the pandemic, my mum was in hospital and I wasn't allowed to see her and I thought she was going to die. If I'd have lost my mum, I would go. And I feel a little bit selfish, you know, just kind of, you know, everyone was so nice to him and I was like, Jesus, you know. But then, of course, what are we going to do? I don't want to spoil this experience for myself.
Oh, it did get a bit tense. I mean, Carol, I'm too nervous to ask you what you would have said to him. So, Nadia,
well,
what
you
would
know my strength. You know my strength of feeling to Matt Hancock.
Okay.
And so I almost wasn't going to watch last night. I was turned up, spun round. I didn't know what was happening because I spent the first 5 minutes laughing my head off. I think part of that was Sean Walsh's, like, absolute relief that another cheater was in with him, so the heat was going to be taken off. So there was this weird bond.
Is that the way you saw them, as two cheaters?
Well, somebody suggested that backstage, and I thought, oh, my God, that's what it was. His laughter was almost of relief, because there's a worse guy than me. But then, as they were going through all the... I just couldn't stop laughing, and I was really confused. I had tears rolling down my face. It was like this relief for all this anger. But, my God, when he said, oh, it's all right for me to be here now because we've got stability and Rish is a very good guy, just reminded us how dangerous it's been for us, the hands that we've been in. An absolute egotistical, hapless fool. And I think we need to keep...
Well,
he's
not a fool.
Well, maybe not. But that's how he came across.
Again.
How could he say something like, with the country's now stable, we've got poor nurses in the state.
He's doing a party political broadcast.
Well,
while he's in there, and it shouldn't be allowed. I'm disgusted.
that he's in there. I'm absolutely disgusted.
Well, I mean, you know, there's no shying away from it. There's a lot of people who feel that he shouldn't be in there. You know, a lot of people angry. How do you feel, Judy?
Do you know what? I think that we get manipulated to think that some of these MPs and leaders are, you know, like bambling fools. They are confident. Yeah, they've been groomed to do this from when they were young. They know how to perform. They know how to turn it on. I think he's quite confident. I think the way he spoke in there, you could see, me personally, I felt like I could see how he's so privileged that he doesn't even see it. The fact that the country is in disarray and we're going through all of this stuff, like you said, with strikes and nurses and, you know, what happened in the pandemic, and he can sit there in a show where he's being paid and still turn around and say, oh, everything is all right, it's all right for me to take a little annual leave.
Oh, yeah, and he's a human being, right? He wants people to see him as a person, as a human being.
I think that's the beauty of this. I mean, I know...
No, he'll show his true self will be shown.
And you haven't seen it already?
I know, but
after the last 2.5 years.
I think everyone wants to see. A lot of us probably thought, oh, we're not going to watch it, but let's be real. We wanted to watch it, yeah. We all wanted to see the bugs on him and all the rest of it. But I think he will show his true self. I just wish I was in there because I would. I just.
Well, what would you have said? What would you? Judy, that is brilliant, though, because sometimes it's what you don't say or
it's what you don't.
do
That's
say.
why when Charlie went, I was like, yes, but you know what? I think I would have just bided my time to see how he responded to people, and then I would have took him over to the side and just said, look, everybody wants to ask you these questions.
Oh, would you put on your posh voice?
I put on my
That's
posh
your Prince
voice.
Charles
I would
voice.
say to him, everybody wants to ask you these questions. I mean, speaking of the voice, it was so funny when they were both in the tunnel. And are you there? Are you there? I'm here. I'm right behind you. Hey, where's my hand?
Have you got my food?
Everybody, just hold on to me. I mean,
Stop.
I would ask him a direct question.
Any of it is funny. It's not funny.
We're laughing at
and if that man, I know, but if he had a shred of decency,
he would have
said, no, I'm not going in. And I swear to God, I'm surprised that someone didn't actually walk out and leave, because I know I would, however much the fee was. Yeah, I would have said, stuff your fee, I'm going. There was no way I would share that space with that man. Yeah. And I know he's not solely responsible, but he is responsible for a hell of a lot of pain and anguish that people suffered in the last 2.5 years.
Nadia
and now
says,
everyone's just thinking it's really funny because he's got a couple of ants growing over his head.
It's like Nadia said, I think a lot of people are really conflicted because it's a hugely popular show. People enjoy it, you're laughing, and then suddenly this figure comes in who's played a really, really significant role in our lives and the way our lives have been led over the last 2 or 3 years. So, I mean, you're all over the place emotionally. But the one thing I would say, and I get it, Carol, there's lots of people saying he shouldn't be there, but over the last 2 years, people have judged him as a politician and people have judged him based on their own politics. And we know that we've heard a lot of things that as time has run out, have not proven to be the case. Now he's just going to be judged as a man.
Yeah.
And I really trust the British public to come to their own conclusions on that, because I do think the one thing about that show is people always reveal themselves.
Do you know what really amazing?
People out there are not stupid.
Do you think when he gets to the end of it, because obviously we mustn't forget he's there to raise awareness for dyslexia.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to give his fee to help raise awareness for dyslexia?
No.
But that's the thing, if he doesn't, people will judge on that, won't they? People will come to their own conclusions.
Yeah.
You know.
But let's be real, we are going to watch it tonight, aren't we?
We are indeed.
No, we're not. I'm
you're
not watching it, no.
OK, all right, well, I am. Moving on. This is Jennifer Aniston. She's opened up about going through IVF in her 30s and 40s and the challenges that she faced. I must admit, I found this a really touching story. She says, there was a narrative that I was just selfish and that I only cared about my career. God forbid that a woman is successful and she doesn't have a child. And it really made me think that, actually, talking to politicians, I thought about Theresa May. That was always something that she kind of had, that people said, oh, why has she got a kid? Why has she got a kid? And we did see Jennifer Aniston as having a golden life, didn't we? And there was a story that, you know, she left, like Brad left her because
he needed
she
children.
couldn't give him a child.
Oh,
my God, did we judge her that way?
Yeah.
The reality is, society does judge women. We judge women if they want to have children or if they don't want to have children, if they've got too many children, if they have them too young. Imagine all of that was happening in the background. Could you imagine how she felt? I've got a friend who doesn't have children and she didn't want children for a long time. I was like, oh, have your babies, man. You know, meet someone. And now I fully understand if that's the decision she wanted to make. But what she does say, she's been in situations where, you know, someone she knows or, you know, members has passed away, and in the conversation, the first thing people say is, oh, my God, did the person have kids? And it makes her feel like, am I less important? Am I less loved because I haven't had children? And we don't think about those little seeds that we plant into people and make them feel a way about their situation, not knowing what they were going on behind their back. And I do think Brad, you know, big Brad, he should have said something in an interview, not necessarily disclose her private business, but maybe say, no, actually, the separation wasn't about...
I didn't leave her because Angelina had a whole brood of children, because that was the narrative at the time.
Well, it's the one
had to go there.
that was imposed on it, that's for sure, and she had to kind of carry her real experience through that and just sort of, you know, brave through it. Did you ever feel judged, Carol, for not having kids?
All the time. I've always had to explain why I don't have kids. And usually the questions come from women with kids, like I'm some kind of freak or something, like, oh, you don't want kids, what's wrong with you? And it is like that, and it really is wrong because it's totally insensitive, because you don't know why certain women can't have kids. Yes, it was my choice, so I don't mind the answer, because when women say to me, oh, do you regret not having kids? I go, well, do you regret having them? And it's like, oh, no, seriously. Because it's like a question that you really shouldn't be asking. And
I remember asking you that before I had consciousness of this. When I used to go, I just used to blithely go, oh, have you not got kids? Oh, are you going to have kids? And I remember years and years ago saying, yeah, but, I mean, won't you regret it? I was one of those people, and I used to have this fear for Carol that she didn't really know that she didn't want kids because she hadn't had them. I would never think like that now.
People always assume that one day you might change your mind if you don't have them. And I've always had this theory that women with kids always wanted me to have kids because they wanted to ruin my life as well.
You know what it is, Carol? Sometimes it is projection. You're like, haven't you got any kids? And you're looking at them thinking, oh, you're travelling the world. Of course you ain't got no kids. Exactly. It's that projection. And you're like, look at her, she looks amazing.
But maybe that's what we wanted to do with Jennifer Aniston, that she seemed to be having a golden life. She was gorgeous, she was successful, she was rich, she got the most beautiful guy in the world. We wanted to find a flaw.
I mean, you can still do all that with having kids. It doesn't mean you have to project your own issues. Not everybody does it, but some people do it in making other people feel a way about a decision they've made about their own life.
Making women feel inferior for not having them. That's how I used to feel, because women with kids do sometimes act a little bit superior to women.
I bet you didn't feel inferior. I bet you just felt like people were trying to make you feel inferior.
No, I didn't. I imagine her feeling... They were trying to make me feel inferior because I hadn't done what they had done. But anyway, maybe people are coming round now.
Yeah,
I bet you turned up to the birthday parties of your friends who did have kids with a lovely little belly top, showing off that little six-pack.
Yeah, and I never went to a baby shower either. Oh, my God.
Fate worse than death, still to come. Can they bag themselves a spot in Blackpool? We'll be having a ball when my Strictly mates Will Mellor and Nancy Zhu join us next to reveal what's in store on the dance floor this weekend. Don't go anywhere. Good to see you again. Still lots to come on today's show, including our guests, Strictly favourites Will Mellor and Nancy Zhu, who will be dishing all their dance moves ahead of an important weekend for them both. And First Date star, the lovable French maitre d' Fred Siriex is here in around 15 minutes' time. But are you excited?
I forgot. Sitting on your lap.
I know, it's nice. Competition time now. Lines closed tomorrow for exclusive prize package. Who's got all the details?
Michelle. Because I can't pronounce the surname.
Good afternoon, ladies from the beautiful Lake District. I'm here to tell you all about our amazing Pamper Package prize. It all starts with £10,000 in totally tax-free cash that could be heading straight from ITV's bank account to yours. Just think of what you could do with an extra 10 grand in the bank. And that's not all. We're sorting you out with a lovely getaway right here at the Swan Hotel and Spa for you and 3 guests for 4 nights. Just think how wonderful it would be to make some special memories with the backdrop of the iconic lakes. This is a pamper package after all, so you'll also get spa treatments on us. Lines close tomorrow at 3 p.m, so if you could do with a bit of relaxation and quality time with your loved ones, then what are you waiting for? We're even giving you a £500 hamper of luxury goodies so you can keep indulging for the rest of the year. This competition is exclusive to the Loose Women Show and open until this Friday only. For your chance to win, text WIN to 81119. Text costs £2 plus 1 standard network rate message. Go to the website, entries cost £2. Call 09068 781119. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Or post your name and phone number to DY45, PO Box 7558, Derby, DE1 0NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. Lines are closing at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Good luck.
Oh, what a fantastic prize. Thank you, Michelle Ackley. Thank you so much.
You give her an inch, she takes a mile.
Whoa, just stay over there, love, stay over there. It's been nearly 8 weeks, can you believe it, since they first stepped on the dance floor for the latest series of Strictly Come Dancing.
Where does those hips come from? And those movements?
Look, you've both made ballroom actually look sexy.
Yeah.
It's just so many good things that you put on the dance floor.
Yeah, I taught them everything they know. Please welcome Will Mellor and dance partner Nancy Zhu. Those hits have now got a life of their own, Will. They're just going.
Can't help it. What happens, doesn't it, when you hear a bit of music? The hips go before anything else.
You don't see us complaining, babe.
Actually, you're not shy of a dirty wine.
It's what Judy's been revving up to all morning, isn't it? She keeps like, Will about his hips.
They don't lie.
Look, everyone's calling you sexy. You've got, you know, they're always going on about your rhythm and your moves. Like, where did that come from?
It's just the kind of music I like. I like soul and funk and R&B. And it's, you know, back it up, you know. It's just the kind of music that I like to listen to, and we dance around the kitchen to, and it's just sort of, that's how I feel music. It's
nice.
So Strictly, really, when I get to the ballroom bits, it's like, hey, what is this? Because it's all stiff and it's just out of my comfort zone, so I've got to really work hard at not moving my hips. So
but the music this week is going to get you, isn't it?
This is it's been a tough week, hasn't it?
It is. Compared to the week we had before, this week has been emotional, driving us. It's a challenging week this week, isn't it?
It is. It's one of my dad's favourite songs. He used to sing it to my mum, and it's. I spoke to mum the other day. I just couldn't get through Monday out without crying. It was just so hard because it's weird. You think you've got, you know, when you lose somebody, you think grief it's gone, and you think I can talk about it now, and then something happens and it grabs you, and I couldn't even talk, and it was weird, and so we lost a lot on Monday because I couldn't concentrate. So
it's Three Times a Lady. Isn't
Three Times a Lady, the Lionel Richie song.
Something about that song's what just goes straight. It's weird, isn't it? Because you just grow round grief. I think it doesn't go anywhere, and then it can just be a smell or a sound, and it can just get you.
I want to do it right because I think I'd like to celebrate him, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing Strictly, is because to grab life and, you know, live the best life I can, because he lives in me now, and he gave me the confidence to do things with my life. So, yeah, I don't want to sort of dwell on it too much, but when that song hit me, and I just thought, well, let's hope I can get through it and celebrate him.
Well, yeah, you can do it for him, can't you? And he will be proud. He'll be so proud of you.
How do you manage that then, Nancy? Because obviously that's real emotions, but you've got to get him back and get him on track and get him dancing.
Yeah, bless him. So, you know, we can't play the music, so I have to sing.
I'll sing it.
Come on, give us it.
Does it help? Does not help, help because, you know, I skip the lyrics sometimes. What's the lyrics I say?
You once, twice.
You once, twice.
Heel boto.
3 times, lady.
Might you have to resort to that on Saturday night?
Oh,
this
God.
could be the weirdest Saturday night.
But I was saying to Nancy, actually, we were talking earlier, I really, and I'm sure you will agree with me on this, Will, I so respect the professionals because you have such a difficult job. I mean, obviously, to impart your skills and to teach, but you're a confidant, you know, you have to manage the emotions of the situation, you have to keep everyone on a steady keel, manage their nerves. You guys do an amazing job. You really, really do.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think you could do with a bit of improvement, in my opinion.
You're quite lucky, though, to have Will, because you've been good right from day one, haven't you?
I just threw myself into it. It's more about... I just thought, well, whatever I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it everything. And then if I can leave it on that dance floor and say, one thing, if my mum's happy, because this is her favourite show, so if I put a smile on her face, I'm happy with that. And if I can leave it on the dance floor and say, that's the best I've got, and it's not enough, then I can say I've tried.
You get nervous, though, because you don't look it.
I do get really
The first
nervous.
week I was there and I was lucky enough to sit by your gorgeous family and they were so emotional. They made me
My daughter was crying,
I know, it was lovely.
I winked at my daughter because I was there to say I'm all right, but inside I was going, oh my, it's about to start. I was still on my own name. I was like, here we go. And then I just went into... I tried to play sort of characters of the song, the emotion of the song, which sort of stops me from thinking about myself. It's an entertainment show as well as a dance show, so I just think if people are entertained, then that's what I want to do.
Are you in it to win it, though?
I want to get all the way. Of course I do.
Yeah.
Why would you go into something and say, I'll be happy if I go out at any time? You know, I want to give it everything I've got for memories and to look back and say I did that. And we've already got loads of memories. My mum and my family and all my aunties and all behind it. And my mum's got a Team Will T-shirt she puts on every Saturday.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I think it'll be you and Tony in the final.
Listen, all I know is every week I give it everything. It's like climbing a mountain. It's really hard, but when you get to the top, it's worth it. So if I can just keep doing it, and if people are entertained, then hopefully I'll stay in.
And Blackpool is soon, isn't it?
Next week.
Yes, breakfast next week, which I've been in the show for 4 years, and then if we can make it, it will be my first year to dance with.
No pressure,
No pressure.
So this week I said to him, no pressure on you, no pressure on me. Your favourite song, my favourite week I want to be.
Yeah, I've been to Blackpool a lot as a kid, and we never went up the tower. You know, my mum said, we can't afford that. You go on the beach and play on the donkeys or whatever. so now, my mum's... I said, if I get through, Mum, you're coming with me. We're going to Blackpool. And obviously, if this lady here, I wouldn't be anywhere near that dance floor without her. I don't even know what half the dances are. I thought the Paso Doble was a dessert when I... What's that? All right. So this lady, honestly, I owe it all to you.
Well,
so
it's a great note to end on. We wish you all the very best. All the very best.
Thank you.
Thanks, darling.
At 1:15, we're going to be talking pants. Well, there's nothing new there, is there? And how long we keep ours for, as well as what we do when our partner has a glow-up. Plus, after the break, Fred Sirieix is full of fatherly pride. We'll be talking about that after his daughter, Andrea, won gold at this year's Commonwealth Games. Then he's going to be teaching us how to be a good sommelier.
Sommelier.
Thank you. We're going to have a crash course in wine tasting. See you in 2. A year ago, loose legend Jane McDonald joined us to open up for the first time about the tragic loss of her fiancé, Eddie.
Don't want to feel sad for the rest of my life.
Now she joins the Loose Women once more to talk about her bereavement journey, how she's learning to live with loss and her plans for the future. Jane McDonald, Tuesday on Loose Women. Welcome back to your Thursday Loose Women alongside me, Kay Adams. It's Judy Love, Cara McGiffin and Nadia Sawalha. Still to come, do you get jealous when your partner has a glow-up? find out which one of us on the panel is having that dilemma and the dramatic lifestyle change that they are taking. And the big debate of the day, how long should you keep a pair of these? Pin knickers. Look, they're even matching my dress. How good is that?
They're blokes' knickers, aren't they?
Did we not run to a pair of women's pants?
What?
On a woman's show.
They're very comfortable. We'll be discussing our pants lifespan and indeed proclivities around 150. Let's go with my outfit. I like them. Now, maybe they're our next guest's pants. How embarrassing. He rose to fame on Channel 4's hit show First Dates, where he first became popular for his French charm as the restaurant's maitre d'. These days, he rubs shoulders with pals such as Gina D'Acampo and Gordon Ramsay. Please welcome, with or without pants, Fred Sirieix.
Well, actually, I'm actually wearing nice pants. I can show you.
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Your pants,
Yes.
Would you like to see
I'll show you later on, ladies. How are you, Judy? Nice to see you. You okay?
Yes. That went in an unexpected direction.
Yeah, good. Thank you for having me.
You look good.
Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, you're a fan of the old budgie smugglers now that I think about it.
Yeah, I love my Speedos, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw a picture of you the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you were in Mexico looking great.
It's a very French thing, isn't it? Because we got caught out once and went swimming in France to a pool, and they give you a pair of Speedos. The men aren't allowed to wear anything else.
But when you swim, you can swim much faster, and it's much easier to swim with Speedos. And then when you dry, you know, it's not wet on your legs, and you get a full tan.
Yeah. Well, there's a clue in the name, isn't there?
Yes.
Speedos.
Speedos, yes.
Speedo,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
But you said, I read about this, because you were in the paper the other day with Emma.
Yes.
That was the picture I saw. Yeah, Emma Willis.
In Mexico, I think it was.
That's right, yeah.
In your snugglers.
Yeah, we were filming a scene for this new show that we're filming. It's going to air on the 18th of December. It's called World Cook. So it's an international cooking competition. And I think it has the making of becoming the best competition, the cooking competition in the world, yeah.
But you said before that you wouldn't be photographed like that, and now you would because you're, and I'm quoting you, happy with your package.
This is so funny. I was all interested in the food. I thought we were going to go back to food.
It sounds like this is the food.
No, but you know, no, it's not
what
that.
was wrong with it before?
No, there was nothing wrong before. But you know, as you grow up, you know, we all have these hangs up, you know, with our body.
Yeah.
You know, and when I was younger, you wear your Speedos, you go, you know, you're at school and you go and swim and you feel a bit, you know, you don't feel confident and comfortable. You want to hide yourself. This is me. That's the best of me, you know, and that's my body. And
But you are a package, right?
Yes.
You're the package. Okay, I'm glad I cleared that one up.
Do you know what? We had no intention of going down this road when you sat down, Fred, but unfortunately we did. I want to ask you a question that probably everyone else knows, but from First Dates, were you ever a real maitre d'? Or were you kind of cast for that show?
all my life. That's all I've done all my life since I'm
that was
16
a
years
real
old.
thing.
Yeah.
Ah, all right. So your love of food, your love of wine, you know, is in there for decades.
That's what I've done all my life, and I've, you know, done TV just by accident because of the charity work I've been doing for years. And the BBC heard about it, and this is when I did my first TV show in 2011. It was called Service, and then I kind of caught the bug because I liked it. I like the creativity side of television, and it's a bit mad, and I'm a bit mad like that. So I carried on working in a restaurant business and doing television on the side, and yeah. Really enjoy, and this is the same skills and the same values that you use in restaurants, you know, you can use in TV and be successful at it because of that, yeah.
And you've come right back to your first love because you've got a new book out called Wine Uncorked, because you want to kind of dispel some of the snobbery around wine and sort of introduce people to wine and what they should know. And because of that, we've got ourselves a bottle of wine.
Of course you do.
So there we go.
Can I just ask you something? I don't know if you're the same, girls.
Right.
I love my food. I can talk about anything in a restaurant.
Oh, this is something that you can't do, like put your fingers in the glass.
No. Oh, that's
That's contamination.
Yes, yes.
But when it comes to wine, I am properly intimidated.
Are you?
Yeah, I do. I get really intimidated.
You don't look it when we're out.
But for instance, you know when they come up and say, would you like to taste it?
Yes.
Right?
Sommelier.
I usually say, no, just put it in. And the reason for that is...
Do you say that?
I do. I say, just dip it in, and I tell you why. Because I don't know what to do if I don't like it.
Well, you do this.
Well, it doesn't matter if you
usually
like
do
it.
this. When they come to me, I go, can I order that wine here? And then they bring me the wine. I usually...
She does. I've seen her do this.
And then I'll say, no, I don't like this one.
No, but that's what I can't do. Are you allowed to say I don't like it?
Yes, of course. But you know what?
But they've already opened the bottle.
But what Judy was doing here is quite telling because she was lifting a little pinky like that. Because there is this pretension with wine, you know, it's very pompous,
She's
you know.
very pretentious.
It can be seen as something that only educated people who've been to university can drink, when actually, you know, it couldn't be further from the truth. You know, it's about enjoyment, it's about the senses. And the senses is the way that we enjoy life. You know, what you see, what you smell, what you taste. And this is just a feast for the senses. So it's not just about the wine, it's about the emotion it triggers and then the memories that you have. So if a wine doesn't feel right in a restaurant, you send it back.
Even if there's nothing wrong with it, but you just don't like it.
No, I mean, look, there's two things here. If it's wrong, if the wine is wrong and it's faulty, you know, there's a problem, it's madarized or it's too acidic or whatever, then send it back. But if it's right, it's not to your taste, then it's a different story. And just have to say it's not to my taste, right? So let's just try this wine and see. We can share, because we know each other, we can share the same glass.
And more time you can get more time. If you go to a right restaurant and there's a sommelier there, they will let you... You can ask for a taste, isn't it? You can ask for a taste.
Yes, of course.
I always do that. I went to one, I had about 6 different wines. But it's amazing because they teach you all the different wines too, whatever your starter, your dessert, you've got dessert wine.
I love not intimidated at all by it.
I was, and then, you know, I meet certain people, and, you know... Thank you.
So, Fred, what should you do then? You go in a restaurant.
So, you know, look, what I wanted to do with...
You have to smell it first. You're supposed to smell it.
What I wanted to do with the book is give enough information and knowledge to people so that they can feel confident when they go to a restaurant, supermarket, they know how to read a label, and they just have the right information so they can pick the wine. Okay. And if you know what's in this book here, this is enough. You can just enjoy yourself. So, tasting with a wine is 3 things. Looking at the wine first, looking at the colour, and here you can see this is quite a deep ruby colour.
It's got legs.
It's got legs. So the legs here basically indicates the amount of alcohol in the glass.
What's left here?
Yes.
The
legs.
drippy bits.
Coming down, So that's an indication. So this one is a Malbec from Argentina. So this is quite alcoholic, is 14%. So you can see there in the glass.
Oh, in the legs.
But you can see the colour is indicative of a young wine because it's really red and bright. If it was older, it would get on the orangey tones.
Oh, like Carol.
That's right.
I never see red wine getting orange, but I see it get darker. It gets much darker red, the kind of, you know...
The orange is on the side. The orange on the side, yes.
Oh.
So,
you see, this is nice. It's good. I like
Will you stop interrupting? He's only got a minute to tell us.
That's fine. And
Sorry,
then
Fred.
that's fine. And then you nose it, because 50% of the pleasure of drinking wine is through your nose. And this is when you develop all the aromas.
That's nice.
It is good.
That's making me feel a bit...
What do you smell, ladies?
I smell berries. It's quite rich in flavour, I feel. It's quite rich. I can smell the depth. It's quite woody. It's quite earthy.
Yeah, woody, earthy, that's right. The red berries.
Currenty. Can I smell currant or berry?
Berries, a bit of spices. You know what? There is also the smell of petrichor. This is a very fancy word for, you know, when the rain falls on a dusty track, and you know the smell of the rain when it's...
Yes, I love that smell.
That's what it does.
What's that word again?
Petrichor.
All right, because Judy wants to use that. Go on, Judy, go on.
It's got a smell of petrichor.
Oh, it's delicious.
I'd love to be a sommelier.
And then finally,
You'd be a good one.
Once you've smelled it, but every time I drink a sip, I always smell the wine. Always, because it's twice the pleasure. You know, and we are in life, we need to enjoy life. That's what Will was saying, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And life is to enjoy and to have fun. And let's just enjoy it.
Oh,
it's very
I want to learn about wine.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've loved that, but unfortunately we're out of time.
Oh, sorry.
So
we
finished the bottle.
But I want to stay here, I like it. I thought we were going to talk about pants. Because I wore my best ones.
Do you want to stay?
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
stay
stay.
longer, yeah.
Fred can stay. Because we want to see his pants. No, we don't, I'm only kidding. But we are talking about the lifespan of our underwear and asking how long is too long before throwing an old pair out. Then, after Carol has revealed that her Mark's been working hard down the gym, will she now be hitting the treadmill herself to compete with his glow-up? Find out after this. To do this at lunchtime? I don't know if we are we?
It's just a bit of day drinking, sweetheart. Don't worry.
Good to see you again. In just a couple of minutes, we are talking pumping iron in the gym. But now here's a question for you. How long should you keep a pair of these? What you got, Judy?
Oh, I got something that made you want to search for something.
The thing is, how long do you keep them?
Come and find me.
How long do you keep them before throwing them out? Because one guy online has claimed that we should be replacing them every 6 to 12 months, OK? So do you clean out your knicker drawer as regularly as that, Judy?
Yes, of course. Oh, my... And hello, I don't want the same old tired drawers from 6 months ago. No, you want to freshen it up. You want to see something new. I mean, come on, these days, you know, knickers don't even last long, do you know what I mean? Like, you just want something that's nice, you want to feel fit. And I change, my body shape changes all the time. Sometimes I put them on, the belly rolls out, and I need to go and upgrade and get a bigger... You know what I mean? That's not really me, but I like to, as you can tell, because it's not broken, but you know, I want to be comfortable. I like to change, but I like to clean out my house as well, clothes and all sorts. But pants, definitely.
What about the landfill, though?
I mean, look, I'd send it to somewhere where it can be recycled or something. But I think it's common sense. I think you do want to change them. You change them. You've had them there for 6 months, a year.
6 months? I've got knickers in my drawer that are 10, 15 years old.
No, you've got knickers that are older than your kids.
I do.
Wow.
I do.
And what they're probably saying is, throw me out.
I just want to be in Fred's head now and just be going through, having said I'd like to stay. Do you think you might be regretting that?
Do you change your pants every year or so?
The thing, I mean, today I wore nice pants, my nice, you know, new pants because I'm coming here, and you never know, you know.
Yeah.
But it's true that I keep them longer than I should.
Oh.
How long, Fred?
I don't know. When they've got holes, I throw them away.
But what is old, Fred?
I don't know. It depends on how long it takes to get the holes in the pants.
Oh, he goes as far as holes.
Well, when there's no point in actually wearing them because they're not doing anything.
Yeah, that's right.
You have to throw them away, right?
Do you feel nicer in nice pants? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, do you think nice pants today? It's a nice pant day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I mean, I think that girls prefer nice pants, right?
You get a nice set. I got a new nice orange set. I mean, when I put it on, I feel like a tangerine that needs to be peeled.
Come on, Judy.
I'm sure it's only a matter of time.
You're going to get peeled all right.
Oh, when I put on my grey ones, I feel like I need to be buried.
Do you not worry about that, though? Because, like your mum used to say, right, make sure you wear nice pants in case you're in an accident, right? It's true, isn't it?
Do they say that in France, too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What about you, Nad?
Don't talk to her about her pants.
Tell us about your pants.
I don't know about anyone else. This feeling so bizarre. Well, I'm the same. It's like when they sort of fall off, that's when they go in the bin. When there's no elastic.
Yours have got better, though, haven't they? Your pants have got better.
I would never... What do you mean?
Well, because you do them videos and you're wearing like better.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, but it's good to get the glass.
Do you know what a cool moment? Fred lassoed his red wine with a
that
thong.
really was.
If that made the headlines, then boy.
That really was.
We're going to be talking glow-up jealousy in just... Do you want to stay on again, Fred?
I love it here.
Yeah, jolly good. Should Fred stay on again?
Yeah!
Good. But first, you could be a winner of our exclusive prize. Michelle
Ackley
has all the details.
Yes, autumn is well and truly here. But if you need something to turn that post-summer frown upside down, then I've got just the competition for you. How'd you fancy a pamper package to set you up for the rest of the year? There's £10,000 of tax-free cash and every penny will be yours to spend on whatever you want. We're giving you the chance to win a luxury break here to the Swan Hotel and Spa for you and 3 guests for 4 nights.
Yes, you could be waking up here to a fabulous view like this, but you've got to be quick as lines close tomorrow at 3 p.m.
This competition is exclusive to the Loose Women Show and open until this Friday only.
We have a guaranteed winner for every prize, and this one really could be you, so get your entries in now.
For your chance to win, text WIN to 81119. Text costs £2 plus 1 standard network rate message. Go to the website, entries cost £2. Call 09068 781119. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Or post your name and phone number to DY45, PO Box 7558, Derby, DE1 0NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. Lines close on Friday the 11th of November at 3 p.m. Good luck.
Right, now, Carol's Mark has been hitting the gym, hasn't he, Carol?
Oh, has he?
Yeah,
oh, has he?
Yeah.
All the time.
Are you feeling the pressure?
Well, I have to be honest, I am feeling the pressure, yeah, because, I mean, you know, for a long time we both didn't really do that much exercise, and now he's got so into it. Like, he goes to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, God,
and
that's
then he
serious.
comes back and he's on the driveway and he's skipping. This is what the skipping thing was about, right? But he won't let me call it skipping. It's not skipping, it's rope jumping, right? Rope jumping. You got that? It's not skipping.
Rope work.
And he's doing that, like, for at least an hour skipping. Right? I can't skip for more than a minute. I know it's a lot, isn't it? And
I don't
he's
think that's
looking.
good for you.
Oh my!
So have you seen his body shape change?
Oh.
Really?
Oh my God! Well, he was pretty hot before, but now
Yeah.
it's like he is making me like feel a little bit ashamed of the fact that I don't do any exercise, and I'm going to start. I've kind of started, but I haven't started because I can't. It's because it's too cold outside.
Is it more like I don't want to exercise, or is it more like jealousy? Like, why is he looking so good?
It is a bit like that because we've got to go on holiday soon and we'll be on a beach and I'm like, I can't sit next to him. I can't.
Yeah, but you're looking great. Look at you.
Yes,
you're looking great.
Fantastic. You
I
always
look
have.
better in clothes, Fred. Much better. But when I'm in a bikini, it's, you know, it's all gone to pot. So I'm going to have
I think also when your partner starts really working out and, like, Mark says, oh, I want to look great for you, I'm always wondering, are you kind of trying to tell me something?
All right,
you know
I'll
what
do
I mean?
it if you
That's
do
probably
it.
what I would do if I thought somebody needed... I'd probably start working out to encourage them in a roundabout way. So
Would you do that, Fred? That's a bit under...
Well, it's interesting what you're saying, you know, because it's about communication. Relationships about communication. It's about trust, you know, and it's about... You know, really, it's about talking about issues like this. So if you believe that's the case, asking the question, you know, and so that you can feel
The language of
reassured.
love.
Yeah, and you can feel good. I mean, I've exercised all my life, and I love it. Because if I don't exercise, I don't feel well. So I need to exercise. It's both about the physical and the mental side for me, and I do it every day.
Did you always have a six-pack, though? Did you always have...
I've exercised since I'm 16, but I was a very skinny teenager. And but I love sports, and I just love to exert myself.
We've got 10 minutes. We've got 30 seconds left. Do you want to do a quick...
I love skipping.
Quick skip for us.
Skipping.
Come on, Fred. The floor's yours. Come on. We're going to run out of time.
Thank you.
I want to see Fred do some rope work.
We want to see you jump.
Come on, Fred, we've not got long. Let's do it.
It's nutted. You gave him the nutted.
Sorry about that. It's just that it's...
There's skipping rope up. Oh, sorry,
Hold on.
Who gave him the nutted one?
I can't
Just
believe
try it. Just do it with it and see if it's too short.
Just go with it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Ready, steady.
Well done, Fred. Thank you. That's it for today. Tomorrow we're joined by actor Ben Mellor and our very own Charlene's sister, Karina. We'll see you then.